Kanpai.
Kanpai. Happy Super Bowl.
Happy Super Bowl. So this is Super Bowl post-game recap from Hamatonbetsu. And we're going to start with the halftime show. Bruce had quite a start to the show. Theatrics and
theatrics and a little bit of energy.
Yeah, a lot more energy than I thought he'd bring. But then his first song, I didn't know what it was.
I don't think anybody knew what it was.
And yeah, and then I don't know, played a couple songs that one of which I thought was Born in the USA, but wasn't. It's Born to Run. These two songs with Born to start. That's kind of, I didn't even realize that. But anyway, and then the highlight was the
or low light, as it were.
As it were. Aside from hitting the cameraman on the knee slide, was the final song, which was good, which was.
Oh man, you're killing me. I can't remember what the name of the song was, but
yeah, it was good.
It was a good song. Like, he picked up some momentum. Like, in my mind, he definitely gained some ground in the overall like Super Bowl halftime performance with the last song until the referee came on stage and threw the penalty flag, and then the whole "what time is it? It's boss time!" Like, that was just ridiculous. Like, they should have thrown a penalty flag on that. So I'm sorry, Bruce, but 2 thumbs down.
Yeah, no prints for sure. So I guess then getting to the game, well, I think we both agree that the surprise was definitely the Arizona defense.
Arizona defense, man. If only they had won the game. But no, the Cardinals defense, for real, they stepped up. No one. Pittsburgh had one of the best defenses in the league, and nobody was talking about Arizona's defense coming into the game, and they really stepped it up big time until the last drive, and that was all Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger and
Santonio Holmes. Well, it was a perfect throw, but I mean before that, like 27-24, like 20 points against a good offense when your defense like supposedly is really bad.
Only like 13 points. 7 points came on the ridiculous interception return.
Right,
for
I
halftime.
think the final score was 27-24.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, and no, they had a bunch of big sacks, a lot of penalties, and that rookie like cornerback had a couple really big plays on pass deflections.
Huge plays in the first half.
Yeah.
5th round draft pick coming up huge.
Yeah. I guess.
And getting leveled on a punt return and holding onto the ball.
Yeah. You're mixing young players now, but the wide receiver and the cornerback. But yeah. But yeah. So do you have any other besides the Cardinals defense game reflections?
Oh man. As much as I hate to say it, Roethlisberger really came through in the end. Like, I mean, I hate the Steelers. I hate them a lot. I mean, they beat the Seahawks illegitimately a couple years ago.
Oh wait, we don't have time to get into the conspiracy theories.
And
right now.
I hate the Cardinals too because they're in conference rivals with the Seahawks. But that said, despising both teams, it was one of the best games I've seen in quite a few years for a Super Bowl. I was entertained from start to finish. It was a close game. It came right down to the end. Like, I don't know what else you can say. Like, it was a really solid game. Like, well played by both teams.
So, MVP.
MVP. Well, I don't know. Arizona's defense was solid, but as much as I hate myself for saying this, I really feel like the MVP of the game was Roethlisberger. I mean, that guy, so many times under pressure, he just came out of nowhere and just made plays where plays shouldn't have been made. Just scrambled. There's something to be said about a 2.5 bill quarterback that can just make plays out of nothing. And he pulled them out of a hole more than once in that game. And he made the great passes down the stretch. And granted, Holmes made some good catches, but without Roethlisberger making the throws, they wouldn't have won the game. He was terrible in their first Super Bowl win, or his first Super Bowl win, but he stepped up tonight, and I've got to give him the MVP as much as I hate to do it.
All right,
you?
Well, that was a minute, so that's kind of long, so I guess I'll be quick here. My MVP is I forget his name, Steve, I think. He was the third wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals, fifth-round pick last year. He didn't make the catches down the stretch because Warner went to Fitzgerald's primary target, but he kept him in the game in the first half and gave him a chance and he didn't make any mistakes all game, aside from maybe catching the punt, but it was the same thing as a fair catch. And he made a lot of big plays in the early going, which are just as important as the end. He kept the Cardinals a chance. Okay, commercials.
Commercials.
Quick here.
Quick here, alright. I think probably one of the funniest commercials had to have been the Taco Bell commercial.
Okay.
Right? Starting off the second half, like, pretty much priceless. The Budweiser commercial, the horses falling in love, that one was pretty good. Man, there were a few other ones, but they're not sticking, so I don't know. What do you got?
Alright, well, number one, Taco Bell, dude calling the girl as she's leaving, killed. Can't compare to that. I think number two, the Heineken commercial with that actor.
Yes,
that was
the
sick.
dude from Rounders and all of the Coen Brothers movies.
Yeah.
Heineken commercial.
And then number three was what was it? It was the Royal Tenenbaums inspired, like the Cars.com Royal Tenenbaums inspired ad, where the dude was like the man all the way through up and he couldn't. Yeah, it was a little too highbrow for Chris. But so that concludes the Hamatonbetsu Super Bowl halftime, not halftime, Super Bowl
post game
analysis. Thank you for joining us.
Cheers.
Okay.